Welcome to the So You Wanna Get Fat podcast. I am your host, not your typical chef, Brian and today with me, like always, is my bowl of buttered French goodness, Frenchy. What's going on, buddy?
Can they see the sign there?
Yes, they can.
Okay.
They see the sign now.
Very good.
I fixed it after you bitched and sent me
I
a
didn't
late night
bitch.
text.
Who bitched?
Blondie bitch.
Yes. I ain't a bitch. I can't even see it.
Yeah. How you doing, buddy?
No complaints.
No complaints? Well, everybody, I don't have many complaints either, but what you should make sure you stay to the end for is the meat and potatoes of today's episode. Are you familiar with mukbang? Do you know what mukbang is?
Yes. Is that where like gross out eating?
It wasn't intended to be gross out eating. It's just basically you're eating on camera. Mukbang is a Korean. It is started in Korea, and then it just turned more and more grotesque.
You dirty Koreans. You dirty, filthy Koreans.
Well, today we
in a good way, that is.
We talk about the mukbang of America, or in the YouTube verse, Nikocado Avocado. It is quite the story. You've never heard of him, have you? Perfect. Because, man, did some shit go down with him. And I'm going to tell you the whole story today. That on the meat and potatoes. But before we do that, where, Frenchie, where are we filming this from?
340 West 46th Street, New York, 10036 for all those postcards, please. 2 levels up.
Yes, 2 levels up now, and 1 level closer to your apartment.
I know.
And if you're in New York and want to try some of the best sandwiches you'll ever have, visit my shop, Mission Sandwich Social at 346. Wait, no, that's not right.
That's my address.
That's your address.
Holy shit.
South Second in Bedford Ave. Listen.
It's been a while since you've been at work?
Yeah, it's been a while. I was there this morning. Okay. Some of the stuff that is going on now. Guess what's available?
What?
I gave you some previews, but it is official. The
T-shirt.
The 10% Club.
Yes, this is good.
All the 10% Club's T-shirts are now available.
Oh, I need to order some pinks.
Cut. It is a ladies' cut. So there is black with red font, white font.
Do the ladies' cut have different sizes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It goes all the way to 2XL. So from small, again, ladies' cut, to 2XL.
But small small to 2XL are different in the female sizes, right? Than male sizes, right?
Correct. So this is official.
Oh, the baby blue looks good too.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
Damn.
And a white one. We got a white one. I think the white one looks great.
Yeah, but the white ones always get dingy.
Yeah. Well, in case y'all want, check out the merch store. Link in the description below. These t-shirts are available. And guess what? Maybe there's a regular cut t-shirt of multiple colors and multiple logos coming soon too.
Which one?
For us.
Which one?
It's going to be a general So You Want to Get Fat shirt in case they don't want to rep demonetized or 10% Club. Demonetized tees are still up there. Go check it out. We appreciate your support.
Have we sold demonetized?
Yes, we have.
We have?
We have.
Yay.
So.
Fuck you, Food Network.
Frenchy is referencing the episode where we reacted to Beat Bobby Flay and Frenchy's appearance, and that episode got completely blocked. But speaking of past episodes,
don't shit on Bobby Flay. It's not his fault.
It's not Bobby's fault. It's all the production companies and no, it's not even the production company. It's Food Network. But as of filming, or not as of filming, as of when this episode comes out, the Asmongold $2 steak video with Pat LaFrida has just come out. And also last week's episode of the podcast was our reaction to Mythical Kitchen for the first time. We checked out the French onion ramen. Remember, he was making some instant ramen from home during the pandemic?
Yes.
That was fun. That was a fun episode. But today's going to be a little different. All right. Let's get today's episode going with, as always, some
just
clips.
A tip.
But before we even go there, no,
why you tease me? I see his name there.
I know. Here we go. All right. Well, a buddy of ours just opened a restaurant. Headphones on.
Yes. Meanwhile, this is the season. A lot of ex-buddies are also opening restaurants.
So, Uncle Roger, Nigel Long.
Oh wait, this is not on yet.
Oh, mic check.
Oh, this is very
it's
nice.
good, right?
I hear you.
Yeah,
Now.
you hear me clearly?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, and both sides are working.
Yes.
Yes.
Technology.
Did I do good?
You did good.
Thank you. Appreciate it. That's all I ever wanted in life, was to be acknowledged by Frenchy. Okay, so Nigel has just posted in his stories. He's doing a soft opening. So let's.
Why can't he reverse? Now that I know that you can do that, it annoys me that nobody else is doing it.
Well, it's okay. We can forgive him. So check this out.
Today is a soft launch day of my first restaurant. Fuyo! Thank you to everyone who sent flowers. These are looking beautiful.
Ooh, so that in the Asian culture too, that is very French.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah, super French to send flowers for a restaurant opening.
Why can't it be super Asian?
Huh?
Why can't it be super Asian?
No, I didn't know I didn't know Asians did it the same thing.
Yeah, we did it. We do it the same thing.
Is it for any business opening?
Yes, any business opening.
Oh,
yeah. It's just, wish you luck and all the best. The only thing you don't send is white flowers or like white decorations.
Yeah, that's cemetery.
Yeah, that represents death. You do that for funerals.
I know these.
So, you know these?
I know these.
From my mom's friend, thank you, Auntie Maggie. Thank you, Leong. Sending it all the way from the UK.
Damn, we should have sent him flowers.
The mall.
What's up?
We should send him flowers.
We should have.
Now that we know that it's a thing there.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna send him hot sauce. That's almost ready.
Actually,
our first batch to send out to friends and family.
That's more a practical gift than flowers.
Yeah.
The flowers look so nice. I love flowers.
Pay you so much.
Did I ever tell you my father wanted to? Hey, don't be rude.
I'm not trying to be rude. Trying to keep the show moving on.
Did I tell you my father wanted to open up a flower shop?
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's a hard business, no?
He said, I want to open up a flower shop, but I want to be closed on Valentine's Day and Mother's Day. What the fuck you? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be hard to stay open.
No, he would still be open.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's flowers, but thank you. And thank you. This is from my brother. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Kazuya. And thank you to DCS Chicken for supplying the best chicken. Looking real good.
So this is a mall in Malaysia?
Yeah, I think so. Well, almost everything is in a mall in Malaysia. So I asked my wife.
Is that because it's weather-wise?
It's weather. Yes, that's exactly what she said.
Escape to the mall to be comfortable.
Yes.
And then you get everything done under one roof.
Yes.
So you groceries.
You park once and you get everything done at that
Listen,
one.
that was the old way of doing things.
Mm-hmm.
In the old days, when they used to have, even in the country and everything, they would like bring once a week they would bring out all the animals, all the weaving, all the everything at the same time, and you get all your shit done that one day.
Yep. Well, with the now with online shopping, just malls are not what they used to be. All this stuff the landscape has changed. But when I was in Malaysia with my wife, before we had kids, all we did was hang out at fucking malls, and I was like, why are we at another mall? I just don't understand it. And she's like, honey,
that's it.
It's hot as shit outside. You want to hang out outside? I was like, yeah, good point.
Man, but
the best restaurants were outside.
But kids don't remember that. Those are the best days, man. Hanging out.
Yeah.
Go to the mall early.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You go to the arcade,
Yeah.
then you do lunch,
Yeah.
then you go see the movies,
Yeah.
then you go get ice cream, then you would go. Oh,
Well,
man.
I remember my parents would drop me off at the mall for the
Yeah.
day. See ya. Bye. Here's $20. Figure it out.
Ground Round,
Yes.
Kingston, New York.
Hell
I
yeah.
remember. Oh, that scared me.
Welcome to Uncle Roger Restaurant.
What is the lucky cat called?
I have no idea. I just know it as the Lucky Cat.
Wait, it's called the Lucky Cat?
Oh no! I mean, when I see it, I just call it the Lucky Cat. No one has told me that outright.
I just made that up.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
All right, let us know in the comments below. All right, so Uncle Roger,
Wouldn't that be a weird
Nigel,
coincidence if that's what it's called?
wouldn't it?
Because you assumed that it was called a Lucky Cat.
Yeah. I've been cooking in kitchens for nearly 2 decades at this point, but I still remember the days before I was a professional chef of the mental load it took to figure out what I wanted to make for dinner. You get that figured out, then you gotta cross-check what you have at home already, make the grocery list, go buy the groceries, cook the groceries, and then clean up afterwards. And to be honest, after a long day of work, that's the last thing I want to be stressing out over. Well, CookUnity has you covered because they're making restaurant quality meals with award-winning chefs, and it's delivered straight to your door. CookUnity is the sponsor of this video, but I can personally vouch for them because I have used their services in the past, and also I have friends who work with them right now. For example, Pat LaFrida, who's been on this very podcast, an absolute legend in the New York restaurant scene. In fact, a legend, period, in the restaurant scene as a whole, and friends with Frenchy for decades. I tried his short rib beef bourguignon and it was absolutely killer. And if Pat is gonna make a beef bourguignon and be friends with Frenchy, you bet it's gonna be delicious. I also tried stuff from other chefs like Santiago Lopez's Mexican street carnitas plate where you build your own tacos. It was super fresh and it definitely satisfied my meat cravings because my preference is meat-forward meals. So you paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, whatever, they got you covered. And also know you're supporting local chefs and suppliers. So there's no cleanup, there's no planning, you get the meals delivered, fully cooked, and they heat up in as little as 5 minutes. Take a load off and let CookUnity handle dinner. Affordable food crafted by award-winning chefs delivered to your door. Go to cookunity.com/wannagetfat or enter code wannagetfat before checkout for 50% off of your first week. That's 50% off your first week by using wannagetfat or going to cookunity.com/wannagetfat. Okay.
Okay, let's see the merch.
All right.
Wait,
No,
did
we
he
saw
say
the
anything?
merch. No, that was it. That was it. He just posted some short clips on his stories.
Okay, repost that. Okay.
All right.
And tag me on it.
That was the clip of the day, trying to mix it up with the clip of the days, you know? Now, Tuesday tip, or the segment we call...
Just the tip. Just the tip.
Just the tip, Jacques. This is a cool one.
Bonjour, I am Jacques Torres, and welcome to Tuesday Tips. You certainly don't know that about me, but I am a pizza geek. I love to make pizza.
I knew.
Pretty much every weekend with my kids, we make pizza all together, and Saturday or Sunday, and this is one of the things that we're going to enjoy.
All together.
So if you make pizza, one of the first things is making the dough. So you need bread flour, or you can buy the Italian flour called double O flour for pizza.
He said double O flour, just to clarify.
Double O.
Double O. Which is he said bread flour. Bread flour will have more gluten than all-purpose flour and or cake flour. Double O flour is a very popular flour used to make pastas, to make pizza dough, such and such.
I love extra gluten. Need to weed out those people.
So I'm going to use 400 grams of bread flour, 10 grams of salt. For this quantity, 1 gram, 1.5 grams of dry yeast, or it's a little bit easier to use the fresh yeast, about 3 grams for this quantity.
Three.
He said 3. Yes, 3.
Three.
Not trees. There's no trees involved here. There's trees in here, but there's no trees in there. Okay.
And then we're going to hydrate.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. So he said 1 gram of dry yeast or 3 grams of fresh. That's the rule of thumb. If you want to go fresh, you go times 3, or what one of my past chefs told me is actually times 4 if he goes from dry to fresh.
So now that I have the dough ready, I'm going to add a tiny bit.
I would do on a
tiny
digital
bit of-
scale. I would do 3 times. On what do you call it? On a balanced
Yeah.
scale, I would do 4.
4. Yeah.
of flour, and then I'm going to remove the hook. You see here the dough is malleable. You can move it. It's not too sticky. It's a nice dough, but you cannot really stretch it yet. It will break. So that's why we say in pastry, time is an ingredient.
Ooh. That's a
I
lie.
will let the dough on the table like that start to ferment a little bit, and I will show you with time the difference.
I'm gonna use
So
that
what-
elsewhere.
Yeah.
In the bedroom. Hey, baby, time is an ingredient.
I make my dough earlier this morning, and I put it when I divide it. So these 400 grams of flour give you 2 pizza. So this is the 2 pizza dough that I have. I put that into 2 containers, and I let the dough ferment at just at room temperature.
Yeah.
What size pizza is your pizza?
I got to say, every good pizza dough recipe I've seen, they've really emphasized letting the dough sit to really ferment.
Okay.
When you go to those,
What's your minimum?
for me, I don't make pizza that often, so I'll just leave it overnight. But I've been to, like, my favorite pizzerias. When you look at the dough, it starts to look funky, like
And crusty sometimes.
crusty, but there's like little black dots on it all over the dough. That's how far they let it go.
You get your best yield.
Yeah. But yeah, if you guys want to know what's the big difference between a place like Papa John's or Domino's or your dollar slice places versus your very high-end pizza joints, it's the time. Because the dollar pizza places will put to make up for a quicker rise, they will add in a shit ton of yeast. So that's why they're able to make unlimited pizzas, because basically they don't need much time to make this dough. They just make the dough, put a shit ton of yeast, let it rest for an hour, and they start making pizzas right away. At a really nice place, they only have X amount of dough per day, because that dough has been fermenting for anywhere from 24 to 36 hours. I think sometimes even 48 or more.
Yeah, but even a cheap place, if just sacrifice 36 hours and then go from there.
Right, but then you have the potential of, number one, either not having enough or having too much. So that's why the dollar places tend to make
so
those.
shoot for 24, and when you got too much, shoot for 36.
But they're not thinking that far ahead. You know, I'm just trying to explain to the audience the difference. Okay, going back.
So what I want to do here is be sure that the dough doesn't stick to the container, and then put the dough into your table. Okay, just like that. Add a little bit more of the corn meal, fine corn meal, and basically what you do, you chase the air to the side of the dough, and you create that little lip around your pizza. Okay, now the pizza is pretty much ready, and then you stretch the pizza on the back of your hands.
So another thing Jacques was talking about was when he just mixed the dough, it doesn't really stretch because the gluten is all tight, so it doesn't stretch. And by letting it rest overnight like he did, all that gluten has relaxed, and you see how easy it is for him to stretch out that dough.
The shape of the pizza. So, and I'm going to make a relatively simple pizza today. So just a little bit of tomatoes.
Oh, you see that? You see how good that sauce is? Because it can pile up. When you see tomato sauce and it just pulls out, I'm like, oh, I know that's cheap sauce.
Yeah.
But that right away, it's thick. You can pile it up. That's the sign of a good tomato sauce.
Tomato from Italy are usually the best tomatoes. A little bit of basil, salt and pepper. That's all you need. You don't need to cook it.
What the heck is that sound
I
in
don't
the
know.
background?
It's like a washing machine.
Pizza or the sauce will cook into the oven. So I'm going to put a little Parmigiano, just a pinch or two. Mozzarella was into the freezer, so it's a little bit hard.
Okay.
Is that so he can do that?
It slices easier. So I remember in a past restaurant I worked at, to have an easier time to get the mozzarella on the slicer, we actually put it in the freezer. Yeah.
Nice.
And it's much more consistent that way.
I mean, you do that with carpaccio. You do that with yeah. Why not?
And you'd be surprised, it doesn't affect the texture at all.
I like to put a little bit of pesto.
Oh,
Pesto?
yeah.
So that
French pesto?
This is New York pesto. I grow
I just made pesto
basil.
this morning.
Did you?
Someone brought me like a whole bouquet of basil, and
Yeah.
they like, oh, I can't use this. I'll give it. Leave it. Like, how are you gonna use it? I'll use all of it in like
Yeah.
2 seconds.
Yeah. Love me some fresh pesto.
I used walnuts, not pine nuts.
Walnut. Any reason why?
I had them.
Oh, okay. Convenience.
Convenience.
You must have taken some cues from Future Canoe and his he just cooks what's convenient
Yeah.
for him.
A little bit of olive oil,
Dude, that's gonna be a
a
sick
pinch of
pizza.
salt.
Yes. That's
Yes, thank fucking God. That's
And now you just
one
have to
thing
put
that
it-
drives me nuts is places that don't season their
pizza.
pizza. Just a touch. Just a touch.
Even on the crust.
Yeah.
Into the oven. I order a half-inch thick piece of metal, just plain steel. So instead of baking my pizza into a stone, I bake it into metal. So now the oven is on grill and the piece of metal is just under. So that's going to absorb a lot of heat. My pizza are going to cook in about 2 minutes. So the pizza just came out of the oven. You can see that the pizza is still cooking and boiling. And I like to put it on top of a mesh tray like that. So
you don't steam the bottom.
Don't become soggy. But if you look at the bottom is cooked. I'm sure you can see the color here. The bottom is cooked. Why? Because the steel is so hot. So the heat comes from the top and cook the top of the pizza, and the steel cook the bottom of the pizza. That's all it is to it. It's very simple, and trust me, this is delicious.
Yes.
I hope that helped.
That was a big tip today.
That was a big tip.
Oh, I like that big tip. All right.
You
well,
take that big tip. You didn't know what to do with that.
I didn't know what to do with that. But what I do know what to do with is I want your opinion on a chicken dish that is kind of making the rounds on Twitter. Our buddy Justin Wang sent this to me and said we should check it out.
Okay.
All right. I know what this chicken is. I know what it means. But the way they prepared it, it don't look pretty whatsoever. You ready?
Okay.
All right.
I know what this is. That's a bladder.
Yeah.
They're cooking it in a pig's bladder.
Okay. Do tell more.
This is a very old recipe,
Mhm.
and it's a whole chicken that's steamed, cooked in a bladder.
Do you know what this dish is called?
Poulard. I don't remember.
Yeah. But I mean, it's one of those old dishes that no one really does anymore. I guess except for these super fancy ass.
This is not
Yeah.
appetizing.
No, it does not look good at all. I mean, just note the clientele
Yeah.
that's eating over here.
No. This recipe's older than that.
Yeah. So
That is a really
Yeah.
good chicken, though. It
Yes.
just doesn't look
It
appetizing.
does not look Listen, that's basically steamed chicken.
Yeah.
I like steamed chicken. There is a very popular Chinese or Asian dish called Hainan chicken that is essentially a poached
It just doesn't look
chicken.
visually appealing whole
yeah,
like this. You
yeah.
know, if it's cut up and put on a plate with a sauce,
Yeah.
you're not going to notice.
Right.
And it's going to taste great. It's
Right.
going to be very moist.
Yes. But it definitely looks ugly as fuck. I just want you to see the view count. 47.7 million views. This is making the rounds.
But not in a positive way.
Yeah,
That's
not
the
in
problem.
a positive.
See,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's no denying it looks ugly as fuck. But it is something that is very old school, very traditional, served in this setting. But I want you to see some of the comments.
Oh, okay.
So that looks disgusting and undercooked with 13K hearts likes. Just know, bucket at KFC looks more appetizing. Bro cooked the head crab from Half-Life. That's a video game.
Is it?
Yes. Let's see. Serving butt naked chicken. Let's see. Is there audio to this?
Oh my God.
Serving
Oh
butt
my
naked chicken
God.
in a balloon and calling it 3-star Michelin is criminal. Rich people are so weird. I feel like some of these places are intentionally trying to be weird on purpose and say it's 5-star.
There's something to that.
Yeah, for sure. Not fancy chicken from a smoker in the good old USA. America.
Man, I
Yeah.
mean, like fried chicken or that chicken? Come on.
Yeah, I would take that any day over that. But again, it's one of those old ass dishes. I would say out of date, so to speak. Right? There's better ways to prepare it. No,
What?
no.
I'm looking at this cat here.
Oh, what's up with the cat?
That cat stole a chicken.
This Turkish cat stole a chicken bag from the supermarket so he could feed her kittens. Okay, all right, moving on. I thought this was pretty cool.
I just made this.
Did you?
Yep.
Shepherd's pie or
I
fish?
made. Do you remember an old dish called chicken a la king?
Mm-mm.
No.
Please do tell. You made a chicken pot pie?
Shepherd's pie
Okay, but with chicken.
with chicken.
Nice.
Like so basically the recipe for what's the veal in the white cream sauce?
Oh shit! I know what you're talking
Not
about.
the Marengo is tomato and whatever. Oh my god.
All right. Well, let's check this out. This is Fisherman's Pie, and I thought it looked absolutely delicious.
Yep.
This is
I did that
Fisherman's
exactly, but with chicken.
Nice. Oh, look at that! I love the star tip he used for the mashed potatoes, and then when you put it in an oven and get it slightly crispy. Oh, delicious.
Wait, did I send you this?
No,
Man, we are on the same wavelength.
our periods
Our
lined
period-
up.
I just said at the same time too.
Leeks. Ooh, shallots. Ah, some the fuck's that called?
Anise.
Not anise, but there's fennel.
Fenouil.
Mushroom.
In French, it's
Fresh
fenouil.
dill. Oh, perfect. Goes so well with fish. Got some sea bass there, fresh sea bass. What's that? Cod? No, halibut. That looks like halibut.
I
Right?
don't know.
And some salmon.
What kind of?
I don't know. That looked like a lube bottle. We got some oil and butter. All right, sauteing the veg. Mushrooms now. Oh, okay. So he cooked off the vegetable in the fat. Once it reduced, he cooked out the moisture content.
I noticed that he didn't sear off the mushrooms. Is that so he doesn't get
I noticed
discoloration
that
in the
too.
in the sauce?
Maybe.
I think it's so you don't get discoloration.
Right. I think that because I was
Because
wondering.
you're trying to
that's-
keep it as white as possible.
Yes.
Whoa,
So after he cooked all the veg,
that didn't
he
sound too
sweated
good.
out, got rid of the moisture content because remember, moisture is the enemy of flavor, or water is the enemy of flavor. He sautéed or sprinkled some flour into this, basically made a roux with the fat, and now it looks like he's putting some milk, making a bechamel. Oh, fuck yeah. Seasoning, beautiful. Putting in the fish now, fresh herbs. Dude. So he put egg yolks into the potatoes that will act as
So
a
it's not going
binder.
to solidify too much, but
Yeah.
enough that it's going to be firm for
Yeah.
you to play with.
Right.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
This is
All right. Beautiful.
And it'll color eat better too.
Yes. There's more protein in there.
Mhm.
All right. And then let's see. Fisherman pie. You know what? Let's get into the meat and potatoes.
What's this?
Oh
though?
no, that's for later.
Oh,
Yes.
it's the funny.
It's not the funny. It's
Oh.
the you know what? We can do this one.
Okay.
This is the this is in my neighborhood. I saw this today, and you ever wondered why your packages run late sometimes? Well, this may explain it. Oh, Josh, you may have to mute that audio and use something else.
Damn.
Dude, whole top of the store Amazon container
But
completely.
look how
ripped off.
flimsy those trailers are now.
Yeah. Holy
Now you
shit.
better hope that those things are secured inside because
Yeah.
that that can just come right through the siding.
Yep. Woof. All right. Well, we will. That's the funny for later. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of today's episode. Nikocado Avocado. So this is a channel I follow very closely. It's one of my favorite channels. It's called SunnyV2. He does these. Actually, I think we've reacted to some of his stuff before, but he does a lot of social commentary, internet stories, stuff like this. And I think it's a very good synopsis of the current Nikocado Avocado situation, where he came from, how he started. And it's pretty sad. Pretty sad.
Sad.
Yes.
And everyone wonders why I'm posting less. I'm not happy. I don't like what I've done. I don't like what I've become. I don't like what I look like.
Nikacado's recent video is so incredibly tragic, it makes all of his previous breakdowns seem like they were happy moments. Simply titled By, Nikocado talks about deeply regretting his time on YouTube, in the process admitting to financial ruin.
Yes.
Oh, those are the same people?
Those are the same people. Yes. When he started, he was not the big man you see in front of you now.
The ways in which fame destroyed his life completely. The 41-minute video begins on terrible footing, as after only 24 seconds, Nick's already almost on the verge of tears.
Just gonna tell you right off the bat, I'm on the edge of a breakdown. Most likely by the end of this video, I would be flipping out.
The reason for this is quickly revealed. Nick had begun to realize YouTube was...
Look at that. That was him.
Right.
When he started this, before he started, I think.
But what's the timeline?
I mean, he's been on YouTube for 8 years. So I don't know when he started doing the mukbanging, but when he started doing the mukbanging is when he started gaining all this crazy weight.
Actually a terrible choice.
My life was going great, so I decided to do this YouTube life. And I'm sitting here thinking, I have thrown away the best years of my life.
Admitting he never would have started if given a second chance.
I wish I could turn back the clock.
Start
I wish
what,
I could
though?
Go back in time.
What's up?
Start what?
What do you mean start what?
What is it? What does he do? What did he do? Like he doesn't like the
His
YouTube
channel,
life?
Yeah, he started his channel. His channel really took off when he started doing these crazy mukbangs, and they'll show you some examples later, but just completely over the top, indulgent eating of food on camera. And it was doing well, so he kept going for it.
I wish I would never have done YouTube. I wish I would have never decided that this would be a fun way to make a living, that this would be a fun way to have a life, this would be a fun way to provide for my family.
He further hints as to why.
My job is to face
more
people
grown
who
men
hate
crying.
me, who don't care for me, that aren't even interested in me. They're here for someone fat.
Yet he's interrupted by his pizza delivery, leading to the video's only moment.
Oh wait.
Yes.
You mean he got popularity because he was getting fat?
Yeah, more or less. And then as he was getting more popular, though,
He was getting fatter.
He was not only getting fatter, but he was basically descending into madness. He was just amping it up more, and people just firmly believe he lost his mind. In fact, the way he's talking right now is probably the most sane I've seen him act. Like he's speaking coherently. He's not flipping out and all
But
kinds.
that pepperoni looks good. See how crispy it is?
Isn't totally miserable. However, the second he takes a bite, you can see Nikacado's dark realization that he despises his life completely.
I don't like this! I don't like this channel. I don't like what I'm doing with my life. I had goals, I had dreams, and I threw it all away.
How old is
to
he?
Eat
I think in his 30s. Yeah, in his 30s. You know, you and I, we work in the food business. One of the pleasures of our business is our peers. We get to often eat at our friends' restaurants and have these decadent meals, you know, great treatment from the staff and everything. And I think a lot of chefs really like that part of the job.
Yeah,
right?
a lot of professional courtesy.
Yeah, a lot of professional courtesy. And you get to indulge in a way many people don't get to experience. But this is
like you don't need to be rich, but if you're a goddamn good chef, man.
If you're respected, people will invite you and they will fucking wine and dine you. Not for free, but like pretty much for free, especially what you get. It's a pretty sweet perk. But this is just indulgence and shock value. And one of the few things about the internet that, well, no, there are many things about the internet I don't like, but this is just one of those things that makes me feel like humanity is devolving. Just gorging yourself in food for the sake of views.
What's that movie, that cartoon movie, the Pixar movie where the robot is saving humanity and humans' lives? They're all obese.
Wally.
Wally.
Yeah. That's more or less, yeah.
I tried showing that to Evie because I wanted to watch it, and she's like, I don't like this. This is sad. We're not even like a quarter of the way through.
Nick hating his job isn't
Okay, look. Those that's what I mean by the overindulgence of eating. So he'll get.
Oh man, he's a big boy.
Yeah.
unexpected, but his claim about money is a little more surprising.
The irony is I've barely made any money for the past 2-3 years.
Across Nicocado's 5 biggest channels, he's done 1.85 billion views total, which by applying a conservative ad rate of $3 per 1,000 views, means he's made $5.5 million from YouTube ads alone. He also charges $500 per cameo and has over 1,000 reviews, meaning if you include maybe another 1,000 people who didn't review, he's also likely made over $1 million from this. Then Nick also has
Yeah.
a Patreon and
over how many years?
8 years.
I mean,
to
look like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna cost you almost that to get back.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not worth the damage to yourself because that could cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, they say you ruin your health to gain money, like half your life, and then you spend all that money to get healthy the second part of your life.
Right. Line of merch,
that's pretty funny merch though. I identify as skinny.
Which when combined with everything else, could mean total career earnings of almost 10 million. So how could it be possible he didn't make much money? Well, Nikocado would
But that's
elaborate.
all relative, right?
That's all relative. If you spend,
like, where is he living?
Right.
Because you could do this from anywhere.
Yes. It all depends on how you live. I know people who live in California who make $70K a year and they're like, yeah, I'm doing fine.
Yeah.
But they don't fucking spend any money. They're just live very simply. It depends.
My job is showing up here and hoping I get paid from it because the YouTube gods strike me down 3 years ago and it's never improved.
Nick seemed to imply his videos were rarely monetized, which has been happening for over 3 years. We tested this by watching his content
he's been getting demonetized?
Yes.
Why?
Some terms of service for YouTube. What? Yeah. This photo?
Yeah.
That he's on a CPAP machine. Yeah, he's fucked himself pretty bad. Look at he will finish eating all this shit on camera. Oh, and Oompa has collabed with him numerous times.
What does Oompa say?
Well, Oompa, confirms that he's fucking out of his mind. They even had a short-lived podcast together. It's a whole thing, man.
But like the damage you do to yourself, and then this is quick.
Yeah.
It's even worse because he's done it in a short amount of time.
Yep.
New account and found that most videos on More Nikocado don't even play one single ad.
Oh, so YouTube terms of service. So like obviously they don't want you making videos about, oh, this is how I'm going to S myself, or this is how you do certain drugs, right? So they'll demonetize those videos. So he's been demonetized because essentially he's promoting very unhealthy, something that's very unhealtty. Yeah.
On the contrary, most of his...
So how does porn exist?
It's not on YouTube.
Oh, YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
Where can you find porn nowadays?
Pornhub.
But that's a website.
Yeah.
But I hear like TikTok has not TikTok.
No. Twitter
has.
Twitter. Yeah.
Channel videos have ads, but his earnings didn't matter anyway, because any money he did make has now been fully wasted.
It wasn't even worth it. I barely made any money. And the money I did make, I lost.
To the extent that Nicocado's now struggling to survive.
I hate my finances, I hate my husband, I hate my family, I hate my friends, I hate my work.
And now he's acting like a little bitch, for sure. But hopefully this becomes a moment where things turn around for him,
hate this country. I hate this place. I have to pay so much just to survive.
As a result, he begins to consider even moving to a different country.
I'm literally about to move to Indonesia. I have a friend there right now, and do you know how much she paid for her dinner? $2.24.
Which Nick has actually done before, having spent 3 years living in South America.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah. Yeah, that's him. What?
How do you... Okay.
What? How do you what?
Nothing.
Acknowledges the easier solution would have simply been to make a different type of content.
And I knew if I would have done something more age appropriate or more whatever, friendly. What was this all for? I don't even like this.
Or more tragically, stick with his
As he grabs Coke.
previous love of playing violin.
I felt like I had purpose to create.
He played the violin?
Yeah. He went to Juilliard. Yeah, I know. Fucking Juilliard, man. If I'm not mistaken, he had a full ride too.
To inspire people, to give people hope when they're going through horrible shit.
It seems Nikacado's mukbangs have destroyed his previous talent.
I used to play the violin and my fingers cut.
Oh, this was with this interview is at Oompa's. Caleb invited him
Why
over.
is he... You don't have to dress like that.
Yeah, I mean, clearly he's also playing into the character.
Too fat, they get stuck in the strings, they go boom, and then I can't play anymore.
Missing violin
That's what I mean. Like, that's how he acts on most of his videos.
as an art form that actually impacted people's lives.
All it takes is one person to come to a concert or a show, and you change their life because you inspire them to do something similar or go into the arts or something. And I'm sitting here eating food.
In Oompaville's It's Your Fault, Nikocado further added,
I was very good. I got a full ride scholarship to my school. Could you?
So, I mean, you can clearly see he's playing into the character.
Yeah. This is...
You know, he doesn't need to wear that shirt. He definitely can walk, but, you know, this is where people don't know if he's being for real or not sometimes.
Full ride scholarship to my school. Could you Juilliard school? Have you known about it? I went to the Juilliard for 2 years.
I don't know what that is.
with Juilliard being the world's most prestigious music school. A user on Reddit found Nick's full list of violin achievements, of which there were certainly many, and it therefore makes sense that he was good enough to teach.
Have you ever had a job?
Yeah, many. Violin lessons. I used to play at weddings.
A YouTuber named Violin Mechanic also watched all of Nick's violin videos, concluding he was near professional.
Right from the bat, I can tell that this guy plays fantastically in tune.
And it seemed this respect from other people was what Nick missed more than anything else.
When I would finish my shows, I would sign autographs. People would wait in a line to take photos of me, which I think some people would now, but it's for a different reason. It's not because I just inspired them. It's because I am a fat, funny meme.
By playing on the street, Nick attracted massive crowds, but as he sits
How do you go from that to that? Because the addiction of being heard and seen when you have such good talent, when you attract masses from pure talent, that is so addictive.
Yeah, 100%.
Like how, and that usually never wears off.
Right.
Like how do you abandon that?
I don't know the full history of Nikocado. What I am guessing, and let us know in the comments below, maybe he started a YouTube channel in a completely different direction, much like I did. And then he started mukbanging, took off, and he just went to town with it. And before he knew it, he lost himself.
The dollar
Some
sign.
would say I lost myself, but I don't think so. I found something better. High five.
thinking
This one was
for over
awkward.
20 seconds, he realizes what he truly misses is the respect he had for himself.
And I had a sense of pride, a sense of honor, a sense of happiness. I felt closer to God, actually.
In comparison to his music, he's lost all
Oh,
motivation
what a
to
cute little boy.
mukbang.
I felt like I was doing something that I was called to do. I don't feel that with these videos.
Which can definitely be felt throughout the entire video.
I can't even sit here and fake this for you. I'm not going to.
He tries to talk about the food but clearly doesn't care.
Let's try these breadsticks. They're fine.
as Nick's instead preoccupied with the thought of him retiring.
That if I just quit YouTube, who's gonna care? Couple hundred people, okay. I can't watch Nikocado slurp noodles and eat Takis. Oh, my life's not the same. I used to watch Nikocado and eat Taki.
It's a topic he's been considering throughout the previous year, so why doesn't he quit and do something else completely? Well, he addresses this also.
I can't even get a normal job. I mean, imagine if I went to apply doing some type of management. Because I'm so known, or there's so many horrible things I've put myself into, situations, it's like, it's gonna create a polarizing environment. You know how many people hate me? They don't want to work with me. It's like, great, so now I've really limited myself.
Why? Was he being an asshole?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Sadly, Nick is probably right. If he was spotted working retail, it'd be a story instantly, but there are still other...
And not only that, you know, the character he's been portraying, or whether it's a character or not, we don't know, but how he's portraying himself in these YouTube videos is like a fucking madman. So let's say he got hired at fucking, I don't know, McDonald's. People are, the moment they see him, they're going to have a preconception of who he is before he even opens his mouth, you know? So yeah, he absolutely can't get a regular job.
Do people have preconceived notions of me?
Both of us, for sure. You know, there was one comment on the Pat LaFrida episode we put out not too long ago, where, you know, on the podcast, and now we started doing this on Pro Chef Reacts, we don't wear the chef coats, right? So someone left a comment along the lines like, finally, a show where Frenchy and Brian don't pretend to be chefs.
What did you say?
Oh, I didn't reply.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking reply. Find us. Find us now.
Later.
YouTube ideas that could also be successful. A YouTuber named Oosgang went unexpectedly viral when he began a series titled Try to Lose Weight in 100 Weeks.
Oh!
Well, Nick showed in his...
You know how I missed my, you know how how the French government has recognized me as being in the top chefs on the planet, and I missed the event because I had COVID when I was supposed at the event.
Yeah.
The next event is in DC. We should do a trip to DC to go do that.
Yeah.
So we dress up.
Yeah.
I get my the whites. They pin the they do all that fancy stuff.
I would love to.
That would be a great.
That would be fun.
Right?
Yeah, let's do it. I'd love to go to DC with you.
There you go. Not a chef. Has the government recognized you for anything?
Recent video that he was already losing weight.
I recently lost 89 pounds, but I'm still
Wait,
morbidly obese.
He's lost 89 pounds here?
Yeah.
Wait, but show me at his biggest.
Let's see. Nikocado fattest.
Ooh,
Yeah. All right, let's keep watching.
Please, I can't even fit in a chair.
Which has been proven as an element the audience likes to follow. Combine this with Nikacado's notoriety, and you've got a mega viral
he reminds
series
me a little bit
that
of
could fix his...
that comedian with the same name, Nick.
I was about to say Nick Nolte, but
no, but another.
I know
Nick.
who you're talking about. He's been in like Adam Sandler movies. And
yeah,
like
and he's been on that cop show in not Vegas, in that little gambling town.
Atlantic City?
No, the other one in
Reno.
Yeah. Reno 911.
Yes,
he's the guy on the roller skates.
Yes.
He looks like him.
Channel health and declining self-esteem.
I'm so ugly. I don't want to be ugly.
Whilst giving him respect from every single viewer. Imagine if he disappeared off of YouTube for a year or two.
Yeah. I mean, imagine if he spent a year or two just losing the weight. You know, what kind of crazy content that would create. By the way, this video that we're reacting to came out 5 days ago. You know, so this is all very recent stuff.
Lost all the weight and built muscle, became an absolute Chad, and returned to YouTube as a violin YouTuber. The respect he'd receive would be insane. The only problem is Nick's completely terrified of trying something new.
The worst part is I have an escape route, and I'm so afraid to take it.
At this point, however, is there even another alternative?
I'm halfway through life. I don't want to spend the next half being like this.
Even Nick himself admitted he can't keep doing mukbangs.
You can't keep betting on the dying horse. You just can't. And in my stupid mind, it's like, it will change, it'll get better. Oh, if I pump out more content, I'm not liked. I'm just not liked, and that's the fact, and it hurts.
And I doubt Nick's as disliked as he clearly thinks. There are loads of
Yeah, he clearly knows he plays a bad guy, you know, in these videos. Insane.
but if everybody's in on it, I've
Right.
done that. I've done that numerous times.
True that.
But if everybody's in on it,
Yeah.
it's like pro wrestling.
Right.
I loved watching
I love
wrestling.
pro
And
wrestling.
everybody loved the bad guys.
Yeah, yeah.
You came to watch the bad guys, but then you came to also, you know, the finale of the episode was like the good guy winning over.
Right.
Right?
It's always a good story comes from the push back and forth. So you have to have both.
Oh, James Earl Jones.
Oh, fuck. Yes. Oh, my God. Rest in peace.
Dude.
Oh, yeah. James Earl Jones. Voice of Darth Vader. Mufasa.
No, Luke. I am your father.
Yeah. Not only that, Welcome to America.
No.
He played the dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
It was a great role.
yeah, but that's just Mufasa.
Yeah. Okay. Let's keep
from
watching.
people who appreciate the meme, while his series he made with Oompaville helped restore his reputation. The honesty in his recent video also makes him much more likable, especially in the segments where he takes responsibility.
But it's nothing to do with you, really. It's everything to do with me.
Still, Nikacado's convinced that everybody hates him,
And I'm here, filming for people who hate me. Wow, my life is so cool.
making the video's main point all the more obvious. He desperately needs to try
Okay, is there a
something
point
new.
here?
What's up?
Is there a point here now?
Yes. Yeah. Just come on. Stay on the ride with me. Stay on the ride.
It's like a dead relationship. You're clinging to something dead. Stop living in the past.
Oh, yeah. So
What is it? The Sopranos ending?
yeah,
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's done. So yeah, what did you think, buddy?
Mm.
I mean, you know, isn't it sickening to see somebody take their life and just throw it away eating food and for views and likes and comments and shit like that?
But he's fat. It's reversible.
Yeah.
It's temporary.
I'm glad
if
you
want
mentioned
to.
that because this came out a couple days ago. Nikocado Avocado, a prominent mukbang YouTuber, has stunned viewers with a dramatic 250-pound weight loss, which he calls the greatest social experiment of my life. Known for his extreme eating videos, Nikocado faced health concerns from his audience. However, he reveals he stopped filming almost 2 years ago and used pre-recorded content to maintain his income while secretly working on his health. This, my friend, came out 3 days ago. He was trolling the fucking internet for 2 years while he was losing weight.
So how did he did the math? Then he said, I need so many episodes.
Yeah.
So while I'm fat,
Yeah.
I have to record this many episodes.
Right.
Change clothes this many. Or maybe that's why he was not wearing clothes most of the time, so you can't even tell.
Maybe.
Ooh, and what about the haircut? You have to maintain the haircut.
Well, so he came back. Let's see.
Is there like a video?
Yes. And this guy is a living fucking supervillain. So this video came out 3 days ago, 35 million views. He was the #1 trending video.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment for my entire life.
Wait, but this is how the video starts?
Yeah.
But you already see that he's skinny.
Well, no, it's what I was watching some of the video earlier, so that's why it started in the middle. But this is how the video started when it first came out.
It's alluring. It's compelling. It's gripping to observe all these unwell, disoriented beings roam the internet in search of stories, ideas, rivalries, where they feel encouraged and engaged, where they involve themselves with the stories and become a product of influence. thirsty for a distraction from time unspent, spoiling their minds.
So is the crying also a part of the bit?
So wait till he takes off the mask, because this is 100%. It was all planned.
At the same time, it's brilliant and it's dangerous. I feel as if I'm monitoring ants on an ant farm. One follows another, follows another, follows another. It's mesmerizing. It's spellbinding. All these little consumers.
I think you've had too much time on your hand to think about this.
Lost and bored. People. People consuming anything that they're told to consume. So I am the villain because I've made myself one. And you will continue to consume these stories about me year after year after.
So he's been a wrestler. He's been a wrestler this entire time. I think in that last video we watched, the crying and all that was all, maybe there was some.
I mean, it was exaggerated.
Yeah, it was exaggerated, but he knew what he was doing this entire time. He fucking trolled everybody.
But this is nothing new. You've seen all these these power lifters and everything purposely get fat to show how to lose it and get back.
But I don't think anyone has ever continued to troll you, and then because yesterday, the day before this video came out, everyone still thought he was that big fat dude.
Okay, dope.
You know what I mean? I think that's crazy.
I don't know. That's a lot of work and health risk for.
What's crazy though is that monologue he was giving. I don't have a clip of it, but that monologue he was giving, he did that same monologue a few years ago while he was still fat. So it's like, how long was he planning this for?
So that was to prove the content.
Yeah.
I do want him to pull off his shirt to see what the
what's the long-term effects, right? Like, what are some things that even if
stretch marks, the skin, all of that, it's hard to go back to.
However, I will say this, at one point I was 360 pounds. I got down to 180. Currently I stand at 230. But when I was down to 180, I had loose skin. I would still prefer that than being overweight.
Yeah.
I still felt better. But yeah,
but he didn't have that loose skin to begin with.
Correct.
So you just added a.
Yeah. But
what people don't see, like the physical appearance is one thing, but the damage you do to your heart, to your intestines, to your whole digestive tract. Yeah. Like, and even the fat in your brain.
Yeah. So basically, what we're
fathead.
Yeah, fatheads. I think a good part of our audience currently right now is like, what are you trying to tell us right now?
What?
Anyway, listen. This guy just teabagged everybody right on the forehead, man. Good for him. Well, you ever seen these when someone dresses as Michael Myers and pulls up to cars?
Not in real life, but I love these videos. My favorite are these people moving into the neighborhood, and the father and the son are doing that greeting. Well, he's playing the piano, and the son's with a knife out, and they're greeting the new neighbors. And the wife comes out yelling, "You idiots! Why are you doing this?" And then she's like, "I'm sorry, we're not like this. We're not like this. We're not like this." What the fuck? Oh, he's got the train horn too.
Yeah.
That alone is scary. Do you know whose face that is?
William Shatner.
Yes.
Yeah. William Shatner painted white. Yep.
Hey! Oh shit!
That dude's stoned as fuck.
Wait, that was a cop.
No, the cop was
behind.
Yeah, behind.
Why is he only doing this to black people? Oh, there.
Oh no, there we go. He probably was editing this video. It's like, oh fuck, I gotta get one more. All right. Last for the funny for today is there's this game show in Asia,
of course,
where they do a massive, a giant-sized hungry hippo game. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Oh wait! I did not see that.
I know.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, me too. When I watched it, I was like, "Is that some giant hungry hippo or something?" No, it's well, it's someone's ass.
I'm sorry, but you set me up for hungry hippo. I was really hoping for giant-sized hungry hippos.
All right. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this episode more than this guy did. And remember, it always gets better. With that said, I'm Chef BriantsAO, not your typical chef.
Finish your plate.
And we'll see you really soon. Say bye to the wide cam.